As we continue looking at best practices around the balancing act, developing healthy habits are a terrific way to gain more equilibrium over the four elements of it: your professional life, your personal life, physical wellness, and mental wellness, all the four components of the balancing act. And that's why I'm doing the walk at Lake Chabot, because this is a sacred time for me. As someone who dealt with workaholism for decades, one of my growth areas was to decrease the number of work days as I've gotten older. About 2 years ago, I stopped working and doing coaching sessions on Wednesday. This walk today is a Wednesday, and my Wednesdays are a sacred time. On Wednesdays, I work out, I read, I write, but most of all, I relax. It took me a long time to get here, but as I've said, Wednesday is a sacred time for me. Now, it's not possible to drop an entire day out of your calendar. I could not have done this a decade ago, but I recognize I could have created times in my week that were sacred and create more balance. And I did that in fits and starts. Quite a while, I played racquetball in the league, and that was outstanding. I knew I was playing those 2 nights a week, and it was wonderful. I came out of there drenched, exhausted, and really happy. It combined social with physical and mental wellness all in a single bundle. That was my sacred time while I was working full time. One of my sacred tasks on Wednesday is to swim. Swimming for me is an incredible meditative experience that gives me a great workout at the same time. And I often do it with my wife, a shared activity we really enjoy. So if you have them, what are your sacred tasks? And what are your sacred times? If you don't have one or both, don't stress. That's not the idea here. But maybe it's time to start building one or both. Maybe it's time to start experimenting. In any case, take action around sacred times and sacred tasks. It's important and well worth it. Take the next 3 or 4 weeks and start identifying sacred tasks, fun things you love to do, and just go do them. See when you can fit them in. And if you find a pattern of time that works, make that a sacred time. Remember, the goal is to have a life that's balanced. Creating and honoring sacred tasks and sacred times is a solid starting point. Now, here's a coaching question, and I'd love feedback. If you have them, please share your sacred tasks and even your sacred times. It will help others, and it also fits beautifully in the next balancing act topic in the next post, which is accountability. Just the act of writing a comment about your sacred tasks and sacred times is a good way to hold yourself accountable. Thanks again for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the post with a little bit of my sacred task and time at Lake Chabot.